10 tonight, there are calls for legislative changes after our story on deed fraud.
We told you last night about homeowners shocked to find out their property had been transferred to a total stranger. And tonight we continue pressing for answers about how this can happen and what you can do to protect yourself.
KPRC 2's Bryce Newberry joining us live from the newsroom with the questions that many of you are asking. Bryce.
Yeah, Andy and Lisa, I've seen some of the comments on last night's story. People are still wondering how transferring a property deed in Texas could be so easy and how it could happen to a homeowner with no notice. At least one Harris County law enforcement agency tells me investigators have seen an uptick in these types of crimes, and the only way to stop it, officials say, is for lawmakers to take action. At Celia Ibarra's Northside home, passed down over generations, the thought of moving has never come to mind.
Somebody can just come like this and just scam your property, take your property.
It's a shock she learned just days ago from a family friend and KPRC 2. With what she calls her forged signature, her deed transferred to a complete stranger on March 20th. It was one of 3 properties that went to Helen Yancey, all filed the same day at the same time and stamped by the same notary. In July, Yancey also got the deed to these 5 acres of land, bought by a Houston-based surrogacy escrow company, now at the center of a worldwide alleged theft scheme.
How can somebody go take what you worked hard for, what you suffered to get, and hold on to it?
How is the big question for her and many homeowners, but for investigators with Harris County Constable Alan Rosen's office.
It's been easier for it to happen now. Everybody's kind of catching on.
It's nothing new. Notaries are supposed to authenticate everyone who signs the deed transfer and keep a record. But in fraud cases, investigators are seeing fake or stolen stamps, or licensed notaries getting paid off.
Start looking up your documents, do your research.
Ibarra's advice lines up with Constable Rosen's to check real property records regularly and ensure ownership hasn't shifted.
You just got to take those extra steps because our criminals are taking those extra steps.
They're smarter.
They really are. They've got a lot of time on their hands to come up with unique ways of stealing things that don't belong to them.
The Harris County Clerk's office, where deeds get filed, tells us under law, it's mandated to accept property document filings without discrimination to the public. That's why the law, Constable Rosen says, needs to change.
There needs to be another step when you file a deed with the county clerk that can authenticate the transfer of that property, because again, you're talking in some cases millions of dollars in property value.
And the constable's call for change echoes what the Harris County Clerk's office told us earlier today, that laws regarding property transactions in Texas need to be stronger so clerk's offices can make changes to eliminate this type of fraud. The clerk's office says right now there's really no way to catch a fake deed transfer before it happens. Andy.
And stronger laws could have an impact. Bryce, you told us last night to get a deed back in your name, it requires a judge's order. But are there any other repercussions for people committing these fraudulent transfers?
Well, Andy, they could face a range of felony charges, including impersonating a public servant, theft, or tampering with a governmental record. Constable Rosen encouraged anyone who's dealing with this to contact law enforcement, and the sooner the better, he says. We're live in the newsroom tonight. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.